This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. And Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started with our candidate forum. All right, again, good afternoon. My name is Joe Schmitt, and while I am the deputy mayor for the city of Shelton, I am not here in an official capacity representing the Shelton City Council. I just want to make that clear. However, I have been a public servant for a long time. It started when I turned 18 years old and enlisted in the U.S. Air Force. I've been a government employee ever since. I've been a volunteer firefighter in Mason County as well. I know what it takes to serve a community, and I know that this is a commendable thing as well, and I thank our candidates for being here today, our candidate for being here today. I want to just clarify as well, all three candidates were invited and offered the opportunity to speak today. However, only one candidate, Nick, is here today with us. So really quick, just want to go through some rules and procedures. Keeping with the decorum of a forum like this, I ask no jeering or applause or back and forth from the audience or interrupting during this. It's our opportunity to hear from the candidate. Timekeeper here will be giving us a 30-second warning, so we'll get the hook out when you expire on that. Candidates, the time will be stopped promptly when their time ends. All right, so we'll go ahead and move right away. It's a little interesting when you only have one here, so moving right along. Nick will have the opportunity for an opening statement. Nick, you'll be given 3 minutes to answer the question below. So, what do you feel is the role of a fire commissioner? What motivates you to want to become a Fire District 12 commissioner? And what particular skills and experience do you feel qualifies you to serve?
I'll start with the first question. What do you feel is the role of the fire commissioner? The role of a fire commissioner is to provide leadership, oversight, and strategic decision-making for a fire district. The primary responsibility of a fire commissioner are policy and governance, budget and finance management, personal oversight, strategic planning, community engagement, collaboration, and advocacy. Overall, the role of a fire commissioner is to provide strategic direction, ensure effective management, and act as a representative for the fire district and the community it serves. They are responsible for overseeing the provision and quality fire and emergency services while promoting fire safety and well-being of the residents. What motivates you to become a District 12 commissioner? My motivation comes from the community. The community deserves a fire district that is honest, respectful, dependable, and transparent. The lack of respect for the community is appalling. I would like to stand for the community within the fire department and evoke change that is needed. What particular skills and experience do you feel qualifies you to serve? I have been a devoted member of this community for over 19 years. It amazes me how the community has come together as a family to protect its members and show its strengths. I have served as a fire commissioner and volunteer firefighter EMT with the district and other fire districts, standing and protecting the community's needs. That's it.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we'll get moving on into the question and answer portion. Nick, you'll have 3 minutes to answer each one of these questions. We have 5 questions to get through. Excuse me, yep, and we'll go ahead and start with question number 1. What do you see as the biggest challenges and needs facing Fire District 12, and how do you propose to address them as an elected representative of the community?
I feel that there are multiple needs within the fire district. On the road of giving it back to its community, the most important is transparency, trust, and dependability. The community deserves a department that is respectful to its members and won't shut them out. The community is going to face multiple challenges. However, I feel that the biggest challenge is removing the toxic individuals who have taken the fire district from its community and recovering and reestablishing fire district financial stability.
All right, thank you. Question number 2. How do you propose the district improves fire and safety coverage with regards to volunteers, ratings, mutual aid, and other improvements that can help ensure public safety?
I would propose the following: volunteer recruitment, training and skill development, equipment and resource upgrades, mutual aid agreements, and community fire safety education. Acquiring enough volunteers that live close to each fire station, receiving proper training, and ensuring that the fire district's equipment and apparatuses are up to date and ready to serve the community will help with the district's fire ratings, which in turn will decrease homeowners' insurance. It is also very important for safety of the community that the fire district secures new mutual aid agreements.
Thank you. Question number 3. The community has overwhelmingly demanded increased transparency and accountability from the Fire District Commission and leadership. How will you address the demands of the district's taxpayers?
The community shouldn't even have to ask for transparency and accountability. It should be just given to them. I will be the voice of the community and ensure the confidence of transparency and accountability are reestablished. I will take the following steps to address these demands: open communication channels and allow for Q&A at commissioner meetings whenever possible, public disclosure of financial information, and providing complete transparency.
Thank you. Question number 4. If elected, discuss how you will ensure that the district complies with all legal requirements and regulations, as well as recommendations from the State Auditor's Office.
If elected as Fire District 12 Commissioner, I want to ensure that I familiarize myself with legal requirements and regulations, establish policies and procedures, follow through the recommendations of the SAO, ongoing training and professional development, and engage in transparent communication. By prioritizing compliance, actively engaging with legal counsel, implementing strong policies and procedures, and responding to the recommendations, Fire District 12 will be able to rebuild what the community lost.
Thank you. Question number 5. This will be our last question. With regard to the recent fraud report, the State Auditor's Office made recommendations that the misappropriations and questionable expenditures be turned over to law enforcement for investigation. The previous commission instead conducted their own internal investigation, in which the internal report partially concurred that there was misappropriation by people employed by the fire district. Explain what you think the Fire Commission's next course of action should be and why.
The priority is to give the fire district back to the community. Once I officially take office, my course of action will be to walk into the sheriff's office, hand them the SAO fraud report, and file charges on everyone involved.
Thank you. Nick, now we'll be moving on to the closing statement. You have 3 minutes to answer this, and the question reads as follows. Describe what distinguishes you from the other candidates and what makes you the best, most qualified choice for Fire District 12 Commissioner.
This is my community as well. I have been a devoted member for over 19 years. I have served as your fire commissioner for 6 years and served as a volunteer for 9 years. During such time, its fire commission and leaders were accountable, transparent, and trustworthy. When I have an emergency and I need help, I expect to feel confident that when I dial 911, that the fire district will respond within a timely manner and provide adequate medical care and/or fire support with respect, honesty, dignity, just like you. So let's do this. Let's get back what we lost and rebuild our community, our fire department.
Thank you very much. Following the closing statements, I just wanted to reiterate that all the candidates were invited today, and all the candidates did receive copies of the questions via email and were offered the opportunity to read any statements and if absent. And again, none were submitted to us at this time. At this point, we are going to go ahead and move into a short period where the community will be able to ask questions. We will ask for 3 questions from the community, following that, we would encourage anybody who has additional questions or would like to meet with a candidate to hang back and do that one-on-one. So if there's anybody who would like to speak or ask a question, go ahead and, I guess, come forward. We'll hand you a microphone. Or just, yeah, or not.
Nick, one of my questions is, because this is an issue with all fire departments in our area and all years, do you have some specific ideas on how to increase volunteers for the fire department besides a clean slate of board members?
So just to restate the question so everybody can hear it, you asked how he intends to build up the volunteer pool? Okay.
Well, it's going to take a lot of help. It will take the community as well, their involvement. But I would like to encourage everyone to help. It's important that we have volunteers and people that are willing to treat this community better than they are. So whatever we can find, I don't have necessarily a big plan, but it's going to take everyone involved to get the volunteers we need and to get everyone the proper training.
We have 2 more opportunities for 2 more questions. Anybody else have a question? Dave? Hang on.
Nick, what have you been doing to prepare yourself for this position?
Well, I've
as
been
a commissioner?
I've been attending commissioner meetings. I was at a district, or no, a county fire commissioners meeting just the other day. I've been trying to gain resources to people that I can talk to for advice and what I can and cannot do. I talked to Roger Ferris, who's also really big up on the fire commissioner scale, from what I've been told. And he's also given me some advice and words of encouragement, and hang in there, you'll get it. You all do it as a community, as a whole. So just trying to read up on rules and regulations, find out everything that we can do that they haven't been doing, and do it right.
We got one more question from the audience? Because I have one.
Okay.
If nobody else does. I'll let you guys, I've talked all morning though. Does anybody else have a question? Nick, you're going to take some heat. This is going to be tough
Yeah.
for you. You're going to be outvoted on pretty much everything, and you're going to be the conduit for all of us, and you're going to get a lot of calls and emails. It's going to be a lot of work. Tell us why you think you're up to that challenge and how you're going to deal with aggressive behavior. And we need to know that if we're putting you in this spot to represent us and be our window into this, that you're going to be able to keep your cool and do the job and handle the stress. Tell us why you think you're set up for that.
Well, I have a cell phone that can record, so that's what I plan on doing. Is that I really don't. I know what you're talking about. I don't feel safe alone with these people because they could just make up lies, like they always do. So I'm going to try to do everything with something being recorded. I know I can't do that in executive meetings. I'm now seeing what avenues I can to protect myself during an executive meeting, because those cannot be recorded or documented, what goes on in there. So I just got to have a strong backbone and keep fighting forward and trying to push for, things that need to be changed. You know, if I keep getting outvoted, then so be it. I keep doing it every meeting. Every meeting, terminate the fire chief. You know, whatever. Even if I get outvoted, so just keep on going until someone cracks or we get another voice in there.
Nick, for the record, are you related to anybody on the board or
No.
the fire department?
No, I am not. No, I'm not related to anyone, from my understanding, in this area. I'm originally from Tacoma, Washington.
All right. Well, once again, we're going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you, everybody, for attending this afternoon. Encourage everybody to look for those ballots and to vote this August primary and in the November general elections. And again, thank you for being here. I wish you all a good afternoon. Thank you.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV powered by HCC was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.